A kind day to you all. I am Kinsmark, and this is Let's Play Dead Horizon. A point-and-click shooter like the days of old when Mad Dog McCree was at the top of his game. I actually can't say I know much about this game. I just know it's described as a short and dirty point-and-click shooter that harkens to the classic days of the genre. So click to start. What was the advice that old shootist gave you? Be fast, breathe, don't miss. Oh, come on. He told you more than that, didn't he? You can remember. With an iron like that, it takes only 7 pounds of pressure to kill a man. And if you pull that trigger, ain't nothing that can save you, Bonnie Star. So by the very lights of hell, don't you miss. Don't you miss now. Don't you miss. I can't tell exactly the character's speaking there. He seems charming and cool. I actually adore that design. I should shoot him then. I shouldn't miss. So let's go right between them glowing red eyes. I'm sorry? You can't shoot him. Not yet. Anyone that tried, the bullets never made it through the dust. They just disappeared. But there's a moment. You saw it. When he killed all those people. And he raised his hand and sent the sand down their throats. When he raises his hand, the dust parts for an instant as it whips around him. Enough time for just one shot. But that's all you ever needed. Wait for it. Wait for it. Almost. Be ready. Fingers loose. Breathe. Remember to breathe. And now! Pull! Fast as you can! Pull! Pull and shoot! Shoot them cans! Pull the cursor below the frame. Oh! Pull it back up to draw your gun. So, oh, it's like I'm actually drawing from hip. Alright then. So, a little light gun action here. Click left mouse to fire. There we go. Hot dog! Pretty straight shooting there. Of course, cans don't shoot back. Now put that thing away and listen up. Pull the crosshair below the frame to holster your gun. Oh, that's charming. I like that. Ain't an easy thing looking a man in the eye and ending his life. You sure that's something you want to learn to do? I don't know if you have the stones for it, girl. But you did have the stones for it, didn't you? Didn't you? What are you doing? I don't know. What am I doing? I adore this art style. This is so charming. Oh, there we go. An oddly peaceful painting. Who's it of? Did it look like your mother? Or is it just that how you remember it? The painting doesn't matter. You never really gave it a good look. Alright. My candle burns at both ends. It will not last the night, but my foes and oh my friends, it gives a lovely light. Your favorite poem, how's that going for you? It does shed a lovely light. Is that something? On the hotel desk, only one book is ever inside it. The desk is made of good wood. You're stalling. The desk doesn't matter. Stop stalling. You can't stay here. And you didn't. Alright. You didn't stay here. You went downstairs. You played cards. You drank too much. You lost more than you could afford to lose. Uh-oh. And called him a cheat. So, a little card argument here. Not yet. That'd make you a murderer. Only pull if he pulls. I see. So, the game is actually reading my actions because I lowered the cursor just in case. Alright. Now pull! I did! Oh no. You were faster than that. I could have sworn I was. Alright. Right. I called him a cheat. So, oh, I need to actually keep the cursor above and then pull. I think that was where my mistake was. Heh! Gotcha! Straight through the heart. He's dead. You can put the gun away now. So, I'm a murderer then. They started calling you Blood and Piss Star after that. Alright then. Because I straight up murdered that man. Because I lost cards, accused him of cheating, and then he got mad at me. I mean, yeah, he did draw a gun on me, so he did escalate it to deadly force, and then I just responded in kind. I still instigated the situation, though. Messy. What else could they do after people started talking about how he pissed and bled all over himself, all while gasping and cursing about being shot down by a woman? Of course, it doesn't matter that you were there, but you know it didn't happen like that. Because you got a reputation after that. His family was rich. Local law said it had been self-defense at first, but then they had a retrial by proxy after you left. Guilty. 6 months to a year if they went easy. The rope otherwise. It was only a matter of time before a bounty hunter came calling. Alright, change in art style. You gave him a chance to walk away. So they sent a samurai after me in the Wild West? Alright, I could have sworn I played this game ages ago. That's a really obscure reference. Alright, anyway. I see a cat over there. So, I'm in a straight up draw standoff against an Aijutsu fighter. Come on. What? Oh, jeez, that is incredibly fast. Alright. No. He was fast. But you were faster. So he, like, cut me across the freaking face, according to that camera skew. So yeah, I gave him a chance to walk away. Do I draw when he starts reaching for his sword? Hit. Ha! There we go. Alright. Nothing left to shoot. You can put your iron away now. So am I, like, in Reno? Considering all the, lights and neon? I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I just didn't know that man was a samurai. Hey! Alright. Oh, right, I actually have to put the gun away. But you never shot anyone that didn't make you. They all deserved it. Right. They both could have walked away. And that bounty hunter was famous. 100-Head Fred. Liked to bring him in alive, but didn't mind making him dead. Took you from having a reputation to being infamous. However, bounty hunters look after their own. And the Red Stars didn't give you much choice, did they? You only had heartbeats. Oh, that is a straight-up Gatling gun. Okay, alright. No time. Slap leather or else they're gonna gun you down. Okay. Hit. Caught ya. And square in the eyes. No. You were like lightning. You didn't hesitate. You'd be dead if you had. I like these, like, corrections to the story in place of just straight-up game over screens. That is a charming way of going about it. Man, I thought I had them. Alright. Once more. So... Pop him in the head. Pop him in the forehead. Pop him in the forehead. Ha ha ha! They're dead. You can put that away now. Bushwhackers. They didn't give you a choice. You had to kill them. They were going to put you in the ground. Gunning down a gang of men that got the drop on you. That turns someone into a legend. Nicknames like One-Shot Star, Bouncing Bonnie Blaster, Darling Deadeye. All your drinks were free. Everyone wanted to hear you talk about the time you put a bullet through a man's head. Hey, it's like the game knows. And watched his teeth fly out the back. Of course, when you're a legend, everyone wants you. Lowlifes, thugs, gunslingers. Lawmen out to make a name for themselves. Lawman says you killed 5 men. Lawman got himself a robot gun arm. Alright. He's not wrong. But if he pushes it, he'll make it 6. How do I know? His arm is his gun. I'm just gonna shoot if he moves. He didn't pull on you. You pulled first this time. Ah! Come on, I don't wanna! Whoa! Okay. Alright. So I instigate this fight, and he is fast. Alright then. Noted! That is a cool effect. I love the anachronism in this art style. It's so charming. Alright, so fast. Heh! Gotcha! Straight through the heart. They're dead. You can put that away now. He was faster, but he missed. You didn't. Not this time. This time, shot down a sheriff in the middle of his own town. Everyone saw. Every man, woman, and child. All of them terrified. Terrified of you. Most men, regardless of cause or need, would blink an eye or draw a breath before they pull the trigger. You won't. They can see it in you. And what's left? How can you even make a living now? Bounty hunter? The Red Stars hate you. And who'd hire someone with your reputation as a caravan guard? Go back to the farm? The trail of blood would lead right back to you. It's too wide and too long. So, there was drinking. Lots of drinking. And gambling. Lots of gambling. Days blurring into one another. Before the screams. Hearing the screams. Saw him there. Dressed like death. Setting fire to the town. Killing for no reason. Couldn't shake the feeling that he was here for you. That everyone else was just in his way. Could have run. Stagecoach's horses were nearby. Probably could have gotten away. Would have been smarter. This man. This thing. Not like anyone you've ever fought before. The force of nature. Beyond bullets and steel. A walking maelstrom. Yet here you are. Face to face with the gathering storm. Between it and everyone else screaming, crying, and running. With nowhere to go. Or maybe once in a miserable little life, the pull of a trigger might actually mean something. Just wait for your moment. Wait for it. For him to raise his hand. For the dust to part just long enough. And whatever you do, Bonnie, don't you miss. Oh, this is climactic! Oh, shit! Oh! I could have made that. Oh. Wait. Oh, come on. Can I have another chance? Did I get him? I don't think I got him. I could swear I screwed that up. I got all stuck in my leather. Hang on a second here. I adore these credits. These are cool. Sort of the Shakespearean cheers to everyone sort of thing. All the cast coming on stage for one last hurrah. Can I get another shot at that guy? Because I don't feel like I killed him. Oh, come on. Am I going to have to play the entire game over again just to confront the climactic dead gun wraith guy? Oh, man. I'll enjoy these credits anyway. Assuming that they actually end sometime soon. Credit at least to these developers for creating a charmingly retro game. Like, if someone had told me that this came from, like, the NES era, considering the art style, even the sound design, I'd just take them at their word. Because it feels so familiar in that sense. Oh. Is this my... Wait. Oh, come on. Did I have another chance and I still screwed it up because I hesitated because I got confused? Alright, hang on. One more time. I also just noticed that there are multiple moons, so this is clearly a completely different setting from Earth. Anyway, so, once more, can I actually face him down properly? There we go! I caught him! I caught him in the neck! So... Alright. I'll skip past these credits because I've already shown them once. Oh. Oh! Wait a minute. Hold up. I can actually, like, shoot them again during the credits? I know I said I'd skip it. I just, I didn't notice. Did it do this the first time? I can't tell if that's something special to this time since I actually shot him. Shoot all the cans! Because I could swear that, especially at the cans section of the credits, they were auto-shooting them. Can I shoot him? Come on, come on, come on. Straight in the forehead. Lift that hand. Oh. He didn't lift his hand. So... Alright, I think that's it. I can't entirely tell, because that's sort of an ambiguous ending. Still, charming as all hell, though. I enjoyed that. I seriously hope these developers continue to make things, and that they can help give a little more life to this classic feel, because they certainly understand what made them work, and how to focus on one mechanic like this, and still make it charming and entertaining. I think that's something that a lot of developers sort of fail to do, and so they try to focus on doing too many things at once because they know somewhere in their developmental approach to things that, you know, a single one of their mechanics isn't strong enough to stand on its own, so they hope to sort of just occlude that through the inclusion of many mechanics, and some can succeed at that, some can't, and I think a lot of the charming, especially in the indie scene, games that stick in people's minds because they just fundamentally function as intended, really do center around just core mechanics, just a single one in some cases like this. And to me, that's an indication of an intense, I guess, just knowledge of craft. So anyway, actually, hang on. Pause for a second, because I checked the menu, and apparently there's a lore book? Can I learn a little more about this? I didn't even know this was in here. Testament of a Gunslinger. Can I? Ah, there we go. There ain't much to waste living. Just blood, sweat, pain, and dust. After that, it's just about straight shooting, never getting too drunk, and living long enough to die from the sludge lung. Oh, jeez. Colorful imagery. I'm about 50, if I had to reckon a guess. Had some success as a shootist here and there. Enough that I was offered a few coins to write down my thoughts. Damn. Been staring at the page for most of the day. Sat down to write my words, and I ain't sure I got any. Guess the few of these I've read start with family, so... My ma hated guns. My pa loved them and taught me to shoot. He was a water farmer. Water farming's a fine, if backbreaking pursuit. Very proper. Wasn't for me. I started out warg hunting with a rusty .22, almost stripped clean by a dust rot. Killed my first man at 12 years of age with a 5-hand revolver. It held 5 bullets, but each put daylight the size of a fist in you. Worked as a storm courier for a time, delivering parcels no one else would. Took me all over. The rust wrecks the drifting dunes seemed... Oh, I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. The rust wrecks of the drifting dunes seemed painted in the sunsets, and I can confirm the Vandervale Marsh never gives up or dead. The 20 I had taken souls. Oh, right, sorry. I can enunciate. I learned how in school when I was a child. By 20, I had taken 10 souls, each deserving. 1 I regretted at the time, about 3 I regret these days. Of course, that ain't what you're reading this, is it? What you're reading this? I think why you're reading this is what you meant there. Or whether, well, what I meant to write there. You know, funny thing about ink, can't erase it. You want to know what makes a good shootist? Alright. You gotta know what kind you are. Shooting ain't about the gun. Ain't about the aim. Don't matter how much you practice. Don't matter if you use gun cloth, rust paper, or a cigar box to keep the dust rot away. Shooting is about grit. Nothing else. Killing a man is easy. Or if it isn't, then you ain't the right kind. Some people it weighs on. Heavy. Like trying to swim with a 50-pound stone. Other men, sometimes it's hard to even call them that. Don't do a thing to them. Even lift some up, like they got balloons tied to their shoulders. That's how you be a good shootist. You enjoy it. The killing, taking a life. You gotta like it. Or at least you gotta not care. For better or worse, most people, they'll flinch, or they'll think twice. I won't. That's all there is to it. Now, what makes a good man? That's a thinker. That's the one that got me to sit down and write my words. maybe I'd have a good answer if I just kept going. Don't know that I do, but I remember being 12. I'd shot a man. Felt good. I hated him. Hated him fierce. My pa, he took away my gun. Told me that even though the sheriff wasn't going to do nothing, I couldn't just settle all my arguments with lead. So I stole some food from the sealed cellar and took off. My pa caught up with me a bit after the sun. He looked me in the eye, asked if I thought I was a man. I told him yes. I mean, I'd shot a man, so not sure what else I could be. He told me that if that was the case, to take my best shot. Never said I was smart, because I did. Hit him as hard as I could in the face. My pa nodded his head, moved his jaw a little. Well, guess it's my turn. Don't remember getting back to the house, but I had trouble eating for at least a moon sky. Left home again at 15. Never went back. Never forgot what my pa taught me. A man doesn't pick a fight he can't win. Doesn't act out of anger. Doesn't go assuming the gun can solve his problems. And he looks after women. His world's hard, my dad would say. You look after your ma and your sisters, the wind and the endless dust. It'll tear up their soft skin and leave nothing but bone, he'd say to me, like a secret when they were out. I send money home when I can. One of my sisters is in the ground. The other has a dozen kids, I hear. Never seen them. Might make the trip if the storm is let up. Always thought women were just curious creatures myself. Not much fit for most things, yet tasked with child rearing anyways. Funny how it works. Once had a waif of a thing beg me to teach her to shoot. Eventually, I got tired of saying no. She was crying by the time she was done. Just not the kind of thing a woman's soft manners were made for. After the storm couriers shut down, I tried to join up with the Dowsers. They were well-meaning, and the message was sound. Of course, the water barons wouldn't have it. Buried more friends than enemies once the smoke settled. Ended up working as a caravan guard on a line owned by one of the barons that sicked those hombres on us. He always paid on time. I think he might have been the same one that owned my parents' land. Funny. Didn't put that together till I wrote it down. Guess I never got that far away from my pa after all. Running out of words. Got less wisdom than I'd hoped for after 50-odd years on a world where most don't get to 40 before the brown lung makes them cough themselves into a dirt nap. I guess at the end, you gotta know what kind you are. Find out, and don't lie to yourself. Farming, shooting, riding, selling, lying, cheating, gambling, drinking, building, sewing. You just gotta know what you are, and what you want. 'Cause this world's hard. And woman or man, the wind and the endless dust will tear that soft flesh right off your bones. If you let it. Sometimes even if you don't. And that's it for that. Alright, so there's one other thing. Inspiration. Let me check this. Oh, jeez, okay. This game could not have been made without a great many works that came before it, including but not limited to The Shootist, Fallout, Stagecoach, Lonesome Dove, The Dark Tower, Farscape, Highlander, Wild Gunman, A Mess of Trouble, Zork, Grand Inquisitor, A Game of Pool, Two Gunslingers, Sundown and the Texas Ranger, High Noon, The Rifleman, Eldorado, Yojimbo, I saw that influence, Ran, Wild Arms 3, The Ride of Jesse James, Dirty Harry, Back to the Future Part 2 and 3, Adventure, Return to the Jedi, A Fistful of Datas, A Few Dollars More, The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, Open Range, Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, Devil with a Glass Hand, The Scarlet Pimpernel, The New Musical Adventure, A Mind Forever Voyaging, Lunicus, The Yukon Trail, Have Spacesuit Will Travel, Iron Helix, Shane Space Quest 2, Spaceship Warlock, Jack in the Dark, and Wild Guns. Alright, I could also sense, maybe it's just because they also draw upon similar aesthetics and storytelling tropes and such, a little Trigun in the design of this. So anyway, I cut off my previous outro because I noticed this as I was about to close out the game. So again, cheers to all of you guys that stuck around for this. I know they got a little longer than I anticipated. I certainly enjoyed every second of it, though. So thank you all kindly for watching. Consider checking out our Patreon to help us keep the show alive here at Lessful Press. I'm Kinswork, and as always, I wish you all good gaming and Godspeed.